Lolly-ho, Internet. This is the Orpig coming to you. Today I wanted to do a video about bad exercises. So I recently saw a video where they highlight the 5 worst exercises that you should no longer do, even though they've been around for years and years, because these are the ones that'll lead most to injury. And they were, this particular video, because I'm sure you can find videos on all this stuff, but they were flies, upright rows, behind the head, military press, what else? I don't remember. And why should I research it? I really don't care. Because here's my thing with that. And it irks me a little bit, right? Any exercise where you're picking up weight, okay, especially if you start picking up really heavy weight and you're pushing yourself, can cause an injury. You know which ones weren't listed, which I consider to be highly dangerous, and I do? A deadlift and a squat. One, because you're trying to lift a ton of weight, and 2, because you're most prone to injury, because with a squat you got all that weight on your back. You're going down to a crouch position. There's so many things that can go wrong. There's so much stress on the joints. And deadlift, I've gotten it before. Let's let the elephant in the room say it. Hemorrhoids, right? That vein popping out your little poop chute, it comes right out, and that's from picking up a lot of weight. Now, what's the biggest thing that people are probably screaming right now? Form. It's all about your form, having correct form. I could say the same exact thing about any exercises you want to list as being bad. Now, these are essential exercises, right? These are the ones that bodybuilders, strength trainers, people have sworn on for years and years now. I'm not talking about any of this stupid crap that I see people now where they're like throwing punches with weights or any of this goofy nonsense stuff that's not traditional lifting. Okay, that's what I do. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You're probably not watching this anyway. However, so form is paramount with this. And when you're doing any kind of new exercise, you need to go lightweight. I don't care if you military press 225 pounds. If you've never gone behind your head, then you need to slack off and cut your weight in half, maybe even more than that. Okay, swallow your ego. It's not about your ego. It's not about how much you can lift. It's not about looking like a little girl because you can only do the bar, or maybe you can't even do that and you got to use dumbbells. That's not important. What's important is building your strength, building your muscle, and not getting an injury. Because if you get an injury, you're going to lose all the work that you did. Okay, you can work out for 3 months. If you get an injury that takes you off the weights for a month, you probably just lost those gains you made in that 3 months, and you're starting all over. All right, so preventing an injury is paramount to me. All right, and I do these exercises. Like I said, I don't know what all 5 were that was listed, but I do all 5 of them. Okay, now I will say behind the head military press, I get that as far as not being able to do it, because that is a very restrictive movement, and there's a lot of people with injuries to their shoulders that you might have an injury to where you can't do that. Hey, to date, my one injury from lifting, which I don't even know if you would constitute it lifting because it was in boot camp, all right? We were doing dips. We were on a circuit course and we're doing dips. And I'm pushing them out, and all of a sudden, and I'm getting close to failure. But, boot camp, whatever, your heart, you got to push on no matter what. And I am pushing on. Well, my left arm completely gave out. Just complete failure. Success, right? That's what we're shooting for. Success, failure. However, when you're doing dips, what does that mean? That means my 200-pound frame came crashing down, and it pulled my trap like I've never felt before. I pushed on, whatever, stupid, young, whatever. In boot camp, you can't say anything, at least in my day. So, I pushed on. Well, I still have a little bit of that injury to date, and that was doing dips. So maybe you should do a video about how dangerous dips are. No, it was my own fault, okay? It was my own fault. I was pushing my body beyond failure, and I kept going past what I should have. And unlike a weight where you can just drop it, my weight came crashing down. And also, my right arm was still strong, so it held up. So it was just the left side that popped up, and ooh, man, hurt. to this day. Am I saying dips are dangerous? No. Do I still do them? Yes. Okay. There's all kind of exercises that people are going to say are dangerous, but you need to understand the correct form. You need to understand why you're doing it, what muscle you're working, how it works that muscle. And a lot of times you're going to have to use less weight than what you like, especially starting out. That doesn't mean you get to pick up the bar and go, oh, yeah, I get it. This is the movement. Okay, go ahead, throw on a couple of 45s. No, it takes time. All right, it takes time, and it takes you going through that motion over and over and over again before you get used to it, before you have your proper form to where now I can start adding weight. I add a little bit more weight, and I do it for that workout. The next time when I come to work out, if I was able to squeeze out 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 10, whatever your workout is, if you was able to squeeze that out, hey, slap on 5 more pounds, okay? But that's it. You're going up in 5 on each side, right? 10 pounds. So you're going up in little bitty increments, but you know, unless you're, you know how much you need. You know to where, okay, this is a little bit of a push. And that's all it should be in the beginning, is a little bit of a push. It is not you straining. It is not you killing yourself because you're more focused on your form. I'll go back to squatting, right? If you put too much weight on there and you don't know how to squat properly, what's going to happen? What happened to me? I was doing it for the longest. My hips were rolling forward. I was coming forward with the weight and then picking up. That's improper. I was a heartbeat away from an injury, all right? But I continued to do it, and I didn't know any better. And then when I did learn, and I was taught the correct way, I dropped down in weight. I dropped 50 pounds off my squat. Okay, probably more than that. I think I dropped 90. I dropped 90 pounds off my squat so I could get the form down, so I could correct my technique, so I could not get injured, and then I would worry about it. The strength will come when you have the proper form, okay? But don't try to jump the gun. You got to crawl before you can walk, and your form has got to be the first thing that you get down, all right? So learn this. If you learn a new exercise or you start doing a new exercise, whatever it is, know that when it comes up in your workout is going to dictate how much weight you use. Now, I know there's all kind of guys that are, I do the same weight no matter what. Well, to me, and this is just me, in my opinion, you're probably not working out right. Because if I can go into the gym and let's say I jump on bench and let's just say I do 225, right? And I bench that 10 times. I bench 225 10 times. And then I go through my rest of my chest workout. I do my flies and I do, incline bench, decline bench, all this stuff. Now, the next time chest comes up, I go in and I do, let's say I do decline flies first, and then I do some cables, and then, I do some incline, and then I finish out with bench, and I get 225. Should I be able to do 225 10 times? Well, if I'm a sandbagger, I should be able to. Or if it's extremely lightweight, I should be able to. And I've been sandbagging the rest of my workout. But no, I shouldn't be able to do 225 10 times. That was when I was fresh. That was when I first came into the gym. That was when I was first starting to lift. This is probably anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour later that I'm getting to the bench now. And I've been doing a lot of stuff for chest. So should I be at my same level of strength? I don't know. I'm not trying to say that you should put that nugget in your head and make yourself weaker, but I'm saying you should accept if you can't, if you get underneath there and you squeeze out 6 and you can't do anymore, you shouldn't be saying, man, what's wrong with me? Why am I not getting 10? I got 10 last week. Why am I not getting 10 this time? Think about it a little bit, all right? You just been exercising your chest, killing it, hopefully. And if you have killed it, then that's why you can't pick up that 225 anymore. And that's good because your body's going to recover and it's going to make itself bigger and stronger so that you can do 225 10 times next time. But you know what's going to happen when you come in the morning and you do 225 first thing. Also, if you can do it 10 times at the end of the workout, you're probably going to be doing 255 to start out your workout. All right? So just remember those things. Remember, you can't have an ego. An ego leads to injury. When you have an ego and you're trying to lift more weight than you should, or you're trying to do something before you're ready because you're not crawling before you walk, that's how you end up with an injury, and that's how you're going to lose a lot of your gains. Okay? I'm the Orpig. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. I hope you learned something. I hope you go out there, try new exercises, but use light weight, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Hey, if you stuck around, thanks a lot. My selection this week for your workout set list is going to be Clutch, X-Ray Visions. I forgot about Clutch. I used to listen to them all the time, made up my workout list, and forgot about them. But a good friend, Dan, reminded me and told me about some new Clutch songs. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I need to add a bunch of Clutch songs. So that's one of the songs I found. I really enjoy it. Check it out. I'll see you again next time.